It's all part of being an entertainer, coming up stage and doing this. Nasa sa inyo na rin yun. Kasi minsan may nagsa-selfie din, kalahati lang na mukha nakikita. Puro ako. Tapos nandun lang, ito lang nakikita. It happens. Okay, before I do this next song, can I have some juice, please? My sugar level is a little dropping a bit, but that's okay. It's okay, you can talk, don't worry, I'll be fine. I say my sugar level's dropping and all of you are like, huh? I'm okay, don't worry, one more juice, yeah. Now the reason why I think it's timely that I share with you this one story. I'll never forget, April 22 or April 23, last year, ASAP. So yung unang lumabas for the opening number, if any of you here watch ASAP natin to, okay, you know that in the opening number, it's many of us that perform, right? And many times it's either I'm in the beginning or I'm in the last part. It's usually the age that it's either we go first or I go last. You know, it's never in between. But April 23, honey, was that 23 or 22? 23, I think. Huh? 29. That's what I said, 29. Kakatapos lang ni Sarah Geronimo mag-perform. Yeah, I know, she's amazing. So syempre, I'm next, di ba? And then I'm going to follow Sarah Geronimo. Medyo mahirap yun kasi ang galing talaga. She's world class. And I had to match that. But when I stepped out on stage and I started doing the song that I was going to do, I started feeling something I never felt in my life. There was a sharp pain that hit me smack in the middle of my chest. And it wasn't just pain, but it was a pressing sensation right here in the middle of my chest. And when I looked to my left and to my right, I was still going to dance with Gabriel Valenciano and Darren Espanto and Inigo Pascual. Lord, what am I doing with all of these youngsters? But somehow I felt, kaya, sige, let's go. So I was moving and dancing, but the pain never left. In fact, it got worse. At the end of that number, it's on video. You might want to check it out online. But I remember hugging my son, Gabriel, and saying, Gab, pray for Dad. I have chest pains. And you see him go like this. And then I look into the audience and I say, thank you, and I just do this. In ASAP kasi, pag pumasok na yung commercials, hindi yung biglang aalis na lang kami ng stage, tapos pasok ng dressing room. It's usually may gesture, tapos nagsasabi ng, oh yan o, mga kapamilya, palakpakan po natin si Gary Valenciano. So I'm still on stage, people are clapping and all that. And then as I make my way out, ayan yung mga selfie. And that's okay. But at that time, it was hard. It was may pain. I never felt that. Anyway, to make a long story short, I go to the doctor and I have an angiogram made, and they found a block in my heart on the left main artery. In the medical field, it's known as the widowmaker, and my block was 95%. The doctor said, your heart actually looks amazing, Gary. And he said, I cannot do a stent. Diba, stent, that's a certain procedure. Sabi niya, I'm gonna have to do a bypass. And me, because I was medyo sedated, I looked at him, bypass, doc? Sure. A bypass. They basically cracked my ribs open, because it's all bone, right? So they broke it open. They got my heart out. They stopped my heart. They cut me here to get another vein, artery, so that dun sa block, they could create a, kumbaga sa overpass in the highway. This was a bypass, to bypass the block. They put 2 bypasses on a single artery, so that kung sakaling bumara yung isa, at least meron pang natitirang isa. I asked my doctor, Doc, was it my diet that was wrong? And he goes, no, Gary, because if it was your diet, it should have shown in all the other little arteries that you were blocked as well. What they call diffusion. None. It was just that one artery. In fact, the surgeon tested how strong my arteries were, and they started pulling it like a heart. And the feedback was that I had a heart like that of a 20-plus-year-old, except for the block. After the surgery, I asked my doctor, as I was there in the CCU, not ICU, the CCU for cardio patients. And it was just me and the doctor, and I said, "Doc, how close did I come to rupturing that block?" And he sat down and he looked at me and he said, "You know, Gary, maybe just one more jump in that performance of yours, and kung pumutok yun, hindi na daw ako aabot sa kahit anong hospital na malapit sa ABS-CBN. I would have dropped dead on national television on the day that I celebrated my 35th year in show business." But God had other plans. In fact, as I was getting better, okay, the wound was healing, it was great. But wait, there's more. Suddenly, I started feeling uncomfortable kasi nagkaroon ako ng fluids on the left lung. On this one, on the left lung. So bad that when I would lay down, I would actually feel like there was water, and I could almost hear it. Yung tipong when I move, then I move to my side. And then I would tell my wife, "Honey, it feels like there's fluids on my left lung." So again, to cut the story short, I went to the doctor again, and he goes, "You know what, Gary? Just to make sure we know what's going on, go through a CT scan." Sige. So I went through a CT scan, and then I got the results, and the doctor said, "You know, Gary, this is what's happening on your left side. Okay, you've built fluids. Siguro dahil sa pagiging Mr. Pure Energy mo, meron kang mga ginawa na hindi dapat na putol yung isang suture sa loob." So I bled, which is the reason why the color of the fluid in my lungs was red. And they drained 2 liters from this lung. The doctor said, "But Gary, I'm not concerned with what's happening on the left side. I'm more concerned with what's happening on the right side." So I looked I said, "What's happening? There's no problem with my right." And he goes, "Gary, I'm a cardiologist, but I've had too many type 1 diabetics come to me with their kidneys looking like yours. Gary, you have cancer of the kidney." So on May 6, I was opened up from my bypass, and on June 13, I was being wheeled in again, this time for kidney cancer. 4 centimeters by 6 centimeters. That's pretty big. But it did not spread. It was contained, it wasn't aggressive, it was stage 1B. So they took out 33% of that kidney. But ladies and gentlemen, you know what it's like when a doctor tells you have cancer. As strong as I might seem to be in my faith, that was faith shaking and faith stretching. Yet, that doctor of mine, who admits, "I'm not a religious kind of doctor, Gary, but somebody up there must still love you." And of course, inside my mind, kakasabi mo lang na may cancer ako, tapos somebody up there loves me. He said, "Because of the timing and the sequence of events. Because Gary, if we operated on your kidneys without knowing the condition of your heart, baka sa pagbigay pa lang ng anesthesia, pumutok na yung block, because it's stressful to take anesthesia." So he looked at me and he said, "Somebody up there loves you." Tama yung sequence of events. So after the operation, I healed again. You know, if I could show you, I would, no? But it's, you know, this is a rated PG, rated G show. But it's 9 inches here, and I have 2 puncture holes here, and then I have a cut here. But it's neat. Type 1 diabetics don't heal that way. And I healed really good. So today, in my checkups, I'm free of cancer. I have no marks whatsoever. So I needed to share that with you because I don't ever want any of you to look at me and say, "I want to be like Gary Valenciano." Really? You're gonna have to go through a lot. And now that's just That's a bypass and cancer, plus being a type 1 diabetic. Where the doctor told my mom and my wife that statistically, type 1 diabetics are given an average lifespan of 30 years from the day of diagnosis. Ladies and gentlemen, Gensan, I was diagnosed when I was 14. You do the math, I'm 55 today and I'm still on stage doing what I love to do. While I was healing, I was healing. Somebody came to the house to visit me. Two gentlemen. One was Deo Edrinal of ABS-CBN, and this other guy is, I'm not even sure if they know him, but should I mention who it was? Do you guys know Coco Martin? I told you, honey, they know Coco Martin. Because he came to the house to visit, Coco Martin. Sir Gary, kumusta na po kayo, Sir Gary? Sir Gary, mabuti nakikita namin kayo na mukhang okay ka na, Sir Gary. Kasi alam niyo, kayo po talaga yung lucky charm ng ang Valenciano. Tuwing kayo kumakanta ng theme song, talaga ginagamit nga namin pang-motivate. Para sa ganun, papapaking luha namin. Okay ba kayo, Sir Gary? And I looked at him and I just said, oh, okay naman, thank you. No, I didn't do that. But what he wanted was for me to write a new song for ang Provinciano para magamit as a brand new theme song. And I had to be honest to him. At sabi ko sa kanya, Coco, to be honest, Coco, matagal na akong hindi nakakapagsulat ng kanta. And I don't want to force it just for coming up with a theme song. Then they suggested that I collaborate with a young man by the name of Jonathan Manalo. One night, he sat with me, he talked to me, he asked me questions. And this song was born. Tonight, I sing it not only because it's a theme song of Ang Provinciano, but it's my theme song. And who knows, maybe in the course of time, it may be your theme song as well. I'd like to share this one with you. It always blesses me, and I have a feeling it's gonna bless you too. It goes like this.